Welcome to day one of the Active Listening program. Listening is something that salespeople do every day, so it would be reasonable to assume that most salespeople are great listeners, right? Well, most salespeople assume they are good listeners, but few actually are. Usually they're more concerned with developing their speaking and presentation skills than their listening skills. So it should come as no surprise that many customers and prospects view salespeople as being a little self-centered and preoccupied with telling their product story, not listening to the prospect's needs and issues. The average salesperson who hasn't worked hard to develop good listening skills is likely to understand and retain only about 50% of any conversation with a customer or a prospect, and that's immediately after the conversation. 48 hours later, average retention drops to less than 25%. This means that a salesperson's recall of a particular conversation with a prospect or a customer that took place more than a couple of days ago will almost always be incomplete and inaccurate. In fact, recent research has shown that poor listening habits and skills affect more than 70% of salespeople, resulting in misunderstandings, errors before, during, and after the sale, missed opportunities, increased cost, and lost profits. But if all these negatives result from ineffective listening, why don't salespeople put more effort into becoming more effective listeners? Well, first, effective listening isn't easy. It's more than just keeping quiet. Medical studies show that someone who's truly putting mental energy into concentrating on another person and listening actively actually has increased blood pressure, a higher pulse rate, and more perspiration. So active listening is hard work mentally and physiologically. Second, salespeople are already suffering from information overload. In today's modern world, there's enormous competition for our attention from advertisements, radio, TV, movies, the internet, books, magazines, newspapers, and with all these